So new estheticians are reaching out to you asking if you offer mentorship. Hey, like I saw your posts, I see your content, like I love the things you do. I want to be in your position one day. Like, can I learn from you? Do you have any courses that I can invest in? Like I really want to work with you, right? Here's what we're not gonna do. Here's what we're not gonna do. We're not gonna respond and be like, yeah, I offer mentorship. Like, this is what it costs, and this is everything I'm gonna do for you, and this is everything I know, and this is how much I'm gonna work with you, and da 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 da. That's what we're not gonna do. Oh, what Trinity? I thought we wanted people reaching out to us about mentorship so they can invest in our program. Like, why would I not answer their like? Oh, why would I not do that? I'm going to explain that to you. All right. First things first, and this is where we want to first. Let me first talk about the importance of having one problem that you solve for one person. When a new esthetician is reaching out to you for mentorship, what she's saying is, "I need help." Right? I need help. I have a problem, and I'm looking for someone to solve it. Okay. That's what we need to go into it knowing. We have to understand that she's coming to you because she needs help. What problem does she have? That's what we need to know. So they're saying, hey, can you help me? Your answer should only be, I don't know. What do you need help with? Right? Depends on what you need help with. All right? The thing is, whenever you respond back and you're like, oh, yeah, I offer mentorship and this is what I know and this is my years of experience and this is what I'm going to help you with and this is what we're going to do and this is how long it's going to take and this is what it's going to cost, you are now auditioning. You're doing the song and dance, and now you're going to let this new esthetician student that graduated 2 months ago that doesn't even know what she's doing determine your worth and your value and whether or not she even should consider allowing you to help her on her process, right? So we have to flip the script. We have to see if she's even qualified to be a part of your mentorship. Okay? Just because people want your mentorship doesn't mean they're qualified to receive it. Okay? People hit me up all the time. Right? I had a woman hit me up the other day, like, oh my gosh, like, do you offer one-on-ones? I didn't say, oh my God, yeah, I offer one-on-ones and here's what we'll do and this is what it's gonna take. It's like, what do you need? And my response is, what makes you think you need a one-on-one? What's going on? Right? Because I do offer one-on-ones to individuals with specific problems that I know I can solve over a period of time for a certain amount of money. Right? I don't. It's not because I just want to do one-on-ones with everybody. I literally don't. I don't. I don't want to do a one-on-one specifically because it's a lot of time and energy and effort. So what makes you think you need a one-on-one? Right? So you have to go into understanding that everyone is not even qualified for your mentorship. You don't immediately start the auditioning process and try to put yourself in a position to where she feels like you're the mentor that's worth it for her. Like trying to decide if you're worthy to take her to the next level. And the reality is a lot of estheticians that get DMs about like, oh, do you offer mentorship? Do you offer mentorship? Whenever they do the responding, that's why they typically get like no one responds back to them because like people don't understand the value. They don't care. You're doing the song and dance for them. They get to come back whenever they want to, if they want to invest in the mentorship, if they decide that you're worthy or not. And then the solution that they find is either to not really either. Either they stop offering mentorship or they just drop the price. If people will pay for your mentorship through a message without even thinking about it, it's because they would have paid you more and you're not charging what you're worth. Fact, right? I heard a good quote one time that said the only thing that's worse than charging $1,000 to $100 client is charging $100 to $1,000 client, right? Because if you're charging $1,000 to $100 client, they can't afford it. They're not going to be able to work with you anyways. And if you're charging $1,000, if you're charging $100 for $1,000 client, you're losing out on $900 because they would have paid you more. Okay, when people are too easygoing and like more than willing to invest in your mentorship without any back and forth, they don't need to be convinced, and they're oh yeah, cool. It's probably because you're not charging a lot, right? It's like oh yeah, perfect. It's not. And the thing is, people understand high pricing when it comes to their services, like. You're right. Being the high price esthetician that does great quality services and gets results, like means that you're working with high quality customers. They're gonna stick to their routine. They're gonna come back on a regular basis. They're gonna buy aftercare. So when you're the cheap esthetician that is like everybody's favorite discount, and you're like, oh, I'm always running some type of sale or some type of offer. Then you also deal with the people that don't tip, that don't really come back, that are only looking for the discount. Same thing in mentorship, right? Whenever you're investing time, energy, and effort into mentoring another individual, and you want to be the cheap mentor, you're gonna be doing more work, getting less money, and less results. That's the fact. Your students are just going, it's going to look like your mentorship is literally less effective because your students are not even as invested because you're not charging a lot. So you're not getting people that are actually invested in learning. You're getting people that are like, okay, it's only $300. It's fine, whatever. Right? Oh, it's only $500. Fine. If I do something with it, I do something with it. If not, it literally doesn't matter. It's only $500. That's who you're getting, right? And we can't. In another video, we're gonna be talking about like the mindset even behind like pricing what I believe you should price for your mentorship. Obviously, $500 is embarrassing. It's embarrassingly low, right? So the people that you're gonna get aren't gonna be nearly as invested. It's gonna take so much longer for you to get one success story because the people are not even that serious, right? So we're not gonna do the song and dance when people ask us, do you offer mentorship, right? So you only solve one problem for one person. So as soon as they ask you, basically they're saying like, "Hey, can you solve my problem?" You're like, depends on what the problem is. What's the problem, right? I'm not gonna just say, "Yeah, I absolutely can," because you're too eager. Just reeks of desperation. No one wants a mentor that's so desperate for mentees because it goes just like it's like people, and of course everybody understands this when it comes to pricing their services, right? When you're the person that everyone goes to, you're just not valuable. You're just like, oh, okay, then you don't get the best results. People want to go, people will fly out to go to that esthetician that's doing the 2 hour facials and everybody seems to be loving her and is charging an arm and a leg. People will fly to another esthetician and they have local estheticians in their area that are charging less and doing the same thing. No one cares about that. People want to go to the individual that's not taking everybody, that's super exclusive, that gets results, point blank, period, but you have to invest in the results. Now, another thing to understand is that whoever's asking the questions is in charge. Period. Right? Have you ever seen those TV shows where the cop is interviewing somebody? Like, I'm asking the questions here. I'm asking the questions here. It's because he's in charge, right? The cop is in charge. They're asking the questions. Whenever a new esthetician comes in your DMs and she asks you a question and you just give her the answer, guess who's running the conversation? She is. Guess who has the years of experience, the client results, the level of knowledge and expertise and the business acumen that she needs? You do. So why are you letting her come in here and tell you what to do? That's what she's doing. Tell me what you charge. Tell me what I get. Tell me what's in it for me. Tell me how you help me. And then I'll come back and decide if you're even worthy. That's what's actually happening. When in reality, when people come to you for mentorship, you have to qualify them. Why should I work with you? Everybody wants to work with me. Why should I want to work with you? What do you need? What's your problem? Right? Because if you can't solve their problem, we don't have anything to talk about. You don't, and you don't sit there and try to explain to them back to back over text message the value that you bring. You get them on a call. And you close them on the call, right? All that texting back and forth. I tell people all the time, I don't have time for texting. I'm not texting all the time. I'm sending you a voice message. I might do a little bit of to set up a call, but you're not going to sit here and make me tell you everything that I have to offer in a bunch of messages. We're not doing that, right? We're not doing that. And then you don't have, not only do you not have control of the conversation, you're auditioning to be her mentor, but you can't even effectively communicate the value that you bring. You're putting yourself in a position, you're literally shooting yourself in the foot. It's like, you're either going to have to charge really low prices because you're not going to be able to communicate value and why the mentorship is worth what it's worth because you're trying to text it. And that's really the main thing. You're not going to be able to communicate your value effectively. And you don't even know if you can solve her problem. You're letting her qualify you when you need to be qualifying them. So the next time someone reaches out to you and they're like, hey, do you have mentorship? Make sure you realize that they're asking you, can you solve my problem? That's what they're asking. Like, hey, I have a problem. Can you solve it? Don't answer. Don't answer. Answer every question with the question. Do you have mentorship? Like, what makes you think you need mentorship? Right? What problem are you looking to solve with mentorship? What are you hoping to achieve with mentorship? What makes you want mentorship? What makes you want my mentorship? What are you looking for? What's the problem? That's how you respond. Then do you see how now you're driving? Now you're driving. Now she's going to respond like, oh, well, I've been solo for a couple years and I'm just not making a lot of money. I don't feel confident upselling. I don't know how to get results for my clients. How long have you felt like that? Because you don't say, you still aren't saying, yeah, I offer mentorship. We don't song and dance. We're not in auditions. We're not trying to get on Broadway. You're already on Broadway. Why are you auditioning? Get out of there. So now she's telling you what's okay. I've been dealing with this for a couple years. Okay, cool. I have availability for a consultation tomorrow morning and afternoon. What time works best for you? Okay, I can talk at I can talk at this time. Great, talk then. Dead that. You are not auditioning to be someone's mentor. You don't need this. They need you. Position it accordingly, and don't be so. It's because you don't want to reek of desperation. That's what that reeks of. It reeks. It smells. Okay. So you want to understand what the problem they have, determine if you're even in a position to solve it, and then get them on a call. And then you pitch, and then you close, and then you let them know that, yeah, I'm in the mentor for you. I can help you exactly where you are, and we're gonna go from here to here. Here's what I'll do for you in that time. This is what it's gonna cost for me to do that for you. Are you ready to get started? Period.